Now, Iran, besides attacking critical energy infrastructures in the Gulf, they've also now shut down the Strait of Hormuz, and it's been shut down for the past 3 weeks now, I believe, or probably even more than that. And they've done so in order to exacerbate the amount of pain they can inflict on American interests in the region. U.S. forces, in order to kind of open up the Strait of Hormuz, they've tried to eliminate the Iranian Navy. They've eliminated several Iranian assets. There are several ships, and they've even attacked one of the Iranian Navy ships in the Indian Ocean, and they just tried to wipe the Iranian Navy off. And the logic was, if you wipe the Iranian Navy off, if you just effectively destroy all of their naval assets, you could just free up the Strait of Hormuz. It's open, you just go in there, you can safely transit your ships. Or probably that was the logic of the United States. What happened was that yet after all those significant efforts to have naval superiority over Iran, they still couldn't open up the Strait of Hormuz. And the strait, now physically it is open. According to Iranian rules, the Americans or American allies are not allowed to transit through this route, through the strait. And insurance companies are also scared of taking the liability if the ships get attacked by Iranian ballistic missiles and their cruise missiles and whatnot. Iran has deployed several midget submarines. They have kamikaze drone boats, suicide drone boats. They have GPS jamming technologies deployed over there in the seas in order to follow through with their threats. And earlier you had the UK MTO, which reported 4 hits on oil tankers. And recently there were even a couple more hits recently on oil tankers that were unlawfully trying to transit the strait. And the Strait of Hormuz is still closed despite all of these efforts. It is still closed, and it's massively raising the cost of conducting this war. This has effectively created the largest oil supply shock in history. Now, according to some analysis that we have made here, the price of oil is gonna hit its all-time high. Goldman Sachs has done its analysis. They're putting the number at $147 with the assumption that it will be a full 10-week disruption. And even if the Strait of Hormuz were to open up tomorrow morning somehow, it would still take months for the markets to stabilize. So the market disruption is very huge here. And there's more problems too. There are countries which are starting to reevaluate the risks of their heavy concentrated Middle Eastern capacity and have like that sort of risk that happens to have merged all of a sudden. And what this will do is it will raise a security premium on the price of oil. It will add that into the long term, and it will drive oil prices. And then with the current supply shortage, countries will also have to replenish their strategic petroleum oil reserves, and that creates a long-term demand, so prices go up even more. Now, this is just the Strait of Hormuz. The Houthis have just joined the war. Now, if they start enforcing a full blockade on the el-Mandeb Strait, good luck. Good luck with this entire chaos it will cause in the markets. They might be awaiting direction from their joint command, and they may very well be delaying action on that, and in order to keep this as a knockout card for the 0 hour. This could make things even worse for the markets, for the United States and the Gulf states and Israel and whatnot.